To give you an idea of that, right now we will collect $7.6 billion in property taxes across all of King County for all local and state government. Of that, normally the ratio between residential and commercial is roughly 65% for residential, 35% for commercial. This year, our numbers show residential taxpayers will pay 83%. I want to repeat that again, 83% of that $7.6 billion. And the commercial sector, which includes some of the world's literally most successful corporations, will pay $1.3 billion or 17%. That's not right, it's not fair, and it's not equitable, and it must change, and we will go to Olympia to fight for changes to bring a more progressive property tax system forward. We're determined to get our job done. However, we ask you be mindful that continued and further cuts threaten that ability. We will do our part to be a team player on this budget crisis, but we will not sugarcoat the impacts. They are real, they are unacceptable, and we know you face difficult choices, but we ask you to remember we are your financial foundation. Thank you all. I appreciate and happy to take any questions.
Thank you so much, Assessor Wilson. That was incredibly informative. We appreciate you coming here and sharing that. Colleagues, I'll open it up to questions. Councilmember Mosqueda.
Thank you very much. It's great to be able to see you in this context. I haven't had the chance to work with you in this new role. As you may know, I care a lot about making sure there's additional progressive revenue options. I appreciate you underscoring that and the history that you noted of sharing the list with the executive team. Have you shared that list of revenue generating options with the council prior?
Prior, we have. We've probably not shared it recently, but we would be happy to do that.
I appreciate that, and you mentioned that in your comments as well. We'd love to see that. You mentioned going to Olympia as well and advocating for additional revenue, which I greatly appreciate. Was part of your legislative agenda last year the ability to have the ability to supplant existing general fund with levy sources? The non-supplant cap that we had or limitations that we had in the past was obviously problematic, and I know that that's a tool that we are not taking on at this juncture, unfortunately, and I think that it's right for us to be able to take that tool in addition to the 3 or 4 strategies that you listed. Is that a missed opportunity from your perspective?
Well, we worked closely with the executive branch in the last session to try to promote that effort. Obviously, it was not successful. We will continue to be supportive of that. What we're also looking at is how do we provide more direct property tax relief to working class homeowners, to renters, and to small businesses, because they're feeling, especially thanks to inflation and other factors, the weight of property taxes significantly. I'm proud to say that we put together a package that had support of assessors across the state and of small business, of labor, of community-based organizations, and that. What we want to make sure is that we truly establish a more fair and equitable tax system. I have to tell you, it infuriates me to think that 83% of the property tax revenues are coming from residential taxpayers. Because I know too well from being out in the community, property taxes have become a struggle for them to pay. And we should be a better state and a better county than to place that burden unfairly on those who are the financial backbone of our community.